All right, another edition of Garage Mahal. We have a 2007 Jeep Liberty that has a sunroof that leaks, and this pretty much happens in all the models. The customer actually replaced the windshield thinking that that was leaking, and that was not it. So a little hunting, and what I discovered was up in the roof, there is this little drain piece. See how it's all clogged with stuff? But anyway, that is actually, it connects up in here, and that little piece like right there is where that tubing goes. So basically, you're just unplugging that, and then once you bring it down, you can just kind of detach this little piece. And then you can basically just with a little air hose blow it out so that way it's completely clean. And then what you do is on this line, gently with an air hose. Actually, you probably should use a vacuum, but I know this line's clean, but you just kind of put an air hose down here. And you'll actually hear the air blow down the tube so you know it's clear. And too much debris shouldn't get down here. Or you can cup your hand over this and use a wet vac to suck that completely out. And then you're putting this tube back on. And then you put it back up in here. Make sure the seat's good up in there, and then that's it. And then if you're thinking why this is all hanging down, your sun visor, you need a T20 tip to get that down. And then this weather stripping molding basically just goes back into place pretty easy. So you're basically doing a reverse when you're taking it down. And then make sure you have that all seated properly. And then you're basically doing the opposite when you're pulling it out. Make sure that's all seated good. So that's your weather stripping back in place. And also, what I did before, I didn't show you, was I always put the air hose up in this joint and I blow it out through so the sunroof drain is actually clean. And then a little bit of this puzzle is once you get this seated back up in there. Make sure your vanity light didn't get disconnected. The screws ready to go in. All right, and putting these back in is basically just lining the screws up, getting your bit in place, which I'm having a little trouble doing. Make sure that they're down tight. All right, and then this little sucker, when I was taking this out, this was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but basically kind of sits down in this groove. Let me get the camera angle better on that. So you're basically putting it in that little slot, and then you're trying to line this up as best as you can, and you'll kind of hear it kind of pop in place. And then those are, I believe it was a 7/32 screw is what it is. I think on that side it was a 6 mil, but anyway, they probably changed around. So switch your T-head out. goes in good. And then what you are doing is you're stuffing this all back up behind your door seal. Just kind of run your finger back there, you know. Tighten everything up. Make sure that you got these nice and tight. Alright, so that handle's good. And then you're going to have these little plugs that are in here. And they go back in. There's a top and a bottom. I believe this is the bottom one. Yeah, but then this is the top. And like I said, it was through discovery. But then you can use one of these little pick tools and you can kind of dig in there and just pop that out. So kind of like reverse engineer. And like I said, make sure the seal sits good back in here. Just run your finger down. And then you get a nice good seal again. Anyway, that's how you clean your drains out with your sunroof. And like I said, it's not a super difficult project, but through discovery, that's why I didn't film while I was taking everything apart. And then make sure that you put your weather stripping back in place up here for your sunroof. And you're basically just peeling it out with your hand, and then all snap back into place. Okay, that's it. Brian from Garage Mahal. Have a great day. And I'll put links to this light and this tool down at the bottom. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Have a great day.